Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Bayverse of Madness. And in today's video I thought I'd do a little bit something different and actually give you guys a hand and actually showcase how I actually display and protect my sealed Studio Series figures. Now a lot of people seem to enjoy the fact that I actually keep a lot of things sealed and protected, and people like how I display the figures like you're seeing here. But when it comes to the Studio Series figures, I love this line so much as a movie fan, and obviously now they're doing the Gamer Edition, obviously 86. It's allowed Hasbro to definitely update the figures that weren't good enough back in the day. For example, that Last Night Hot Rod was definitely a letdown and just a remold of the Age of Extinction Lockdown. And then we got the Studio Series version, which was just absolutely fantastic. And like Mirage, for an example, obviously the deluxe wasn't bad, but they definitely gave us an accurate version. There's different ones I've obviously got here. The Ironide, which obviously I've got here, for an example, those older Voyagers weren't that good, but since we got the Studio Series, that Voyager Ironide has been absolutely brilliant. So there definitely have been some fantastic figures in the Studio Series line, and obviously I have actually got a Studio Series dedicated room since I've actually been granted permission to display my Transformers upstairs. In my little bedroom I'm currently in the works of a Studio Series room. So what there's basically going to be is, for an example, without showing you guys, there will be a video of the process behind it. I'm actually recording that now. There will be shelves all the way around the room, and basically there will obviously be in number order. Obviously 1 was Bumblebee, 2 was Stinger, 3 was Crowbar, 4 was Ratchet, Starscream and Prime, for examples. And what will happen is I will have the Japanese version obviously at the back with the pre-owned box. Obviously I collect 2 versions, and then in front will be just the sealed versions. And now I've actually got cases like this, and I can actually display these properly, and hopefully in the future I can actually put these into cases, because as people know, as time goes on, these boxes unfortunately won't last very long, which is just unfortunate. And also when it comes to collecting, as many collectors will know, the worst things possible is obviously sunlight. Obviously I'm actually using my sunlight right now, and a big one, and which is a pain in the bum to do, and that's actually dust. Obviously cleaning dust is probably the worst thing about the collection. I actually find some enjoyment from it. I just stick some music on and actually just dust down the figures. But since the Studio Series is that many, I've actually found a lot of enjoyment and actually ease when it comes to these collector cases. Now I actually get these collector cases from a store that I found out called Deflected EC. I think I've got that right. I will actually leave their link in the description down below if people want to go and check it out. They've been fantastic, and especially when keeping my Studio Series figures sealed. So I'm actually going to go through it real quick for you right now. So here we are. As you can see, we have different Studio Series boxes. They are a little muddled up, that's just because of the size. So starting off, obviously we have the core class. We only have one, and that's obviously because we only have one core class that we've actually seen in the Studio Series line, and that was actually brought in recently. Now we actually have 2 deluxes, and as you can see, they are different sizes, because throughout the years we've actually seen different size box in the Studio Series line. So obviously we had the sealed with the plastic window obviously earlier in the Studio Series line. So obviously I've just brought out Crankcase to put in a sealed box, for an example. And then obviously my brand new Mirage I've just picked up. Obviously he's going to be going in a sealed box. But as you can see, like that, if I just put the camera up, as you can see, they're just totally different size boxes. And yeah, it's just pretty weird that they've done that. When it comes to the Voyager class, yet again, different size box. So what I've done is I've actually picked out Ironide to put in a box. Obviously I picked him up from TF Nation. If you haven't seen that vlog, definitely go and check it out. And obviously we have the brand new Studio Series Rhinox. Yet again, if you guys can see, oops, if I actually bring it up here, they just are totally different boxes. In fact, I'll put it right here. If you guys can see, they're just totally different sized boxes. There you go. Just totally different size boxes, not by much. just by little margins, but they are actually a lot smaller. And then finally, for the leader class, we have got the brand new Studio Series Optimus Primal that you actually saw me unbox not long ago. And then we actually have Universal Studios Transformers The Ride Megatron, obviously to put in a sealed box. And yet again, if you guys can actually see, they have totally different sized boxes. Yet again, not by much, but they are actually different sizes. So what we're actually going to do is I'm actually going to fold these up and put them in a position where we can put these cases, and then I will be back. Okay everyone, I am back, and as you can see, there are no more protector cases on the table, and that's because they are here to the side. I've actually got them stacked in order so I actually don't get mixed up. So what we're going to actually do is I'm actually going to display them on camera. I hope you guys enjoyed that montage as well. I'm just trying to do things a little bit different here. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually start off with the core class. So as you can see, we have Laserbeak, and what we're going to do is actually get the protector case for Laserbeak and actually put him inside. So what you can do is just pop Laserbeak off here. There we go. Pop him inside, close him up like so. There we go. And there is basically one all done. And there you can see Laserbeak is basically protected now for the rest of his life, and I'm actually absolutely buzzing. It's a really nice feeling when you actually get your figures protected in their cases. It's just so cool. And there you go, there you can see Laserbeak is actually protected now in a case for, like I said, for life. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put them laid down so the camera doesn't obviously get in the way. So when it comes to the deluxe class, we obviously have Mirage. And what we're going to do is we're going to get his case. I believe it is this one right here. And yet again, we can put him in the collector's case. There is a bit of something there. Get that out of the way. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, pop him in. There we go. There he goes. Very nicely. We're going to put this up right here. And there we go. Yet again, there is another one in its case. If I just can seal up the deal here. There we go. Just make sure everything's nice and tight. And then we have yet again Mirage, all nice and protected. And I'm very glad about this, because I have a feeling that because we can't really track the deluxe down. I'm actually struggling myself to actually get the original deluxe for Rise of the Beast. Mirage. And that's obviously a little bit of an upset, considering he was actually one of the main characters in Rise of the Beast. So there we go, there is another one. So the final one, obviously in the deluxe section, like I showed earlier, is Crankcase. I'm very happy to actually add them to the sealed collection. And what we're going to do is we're just going to fold that out, pop him inside like so. Just make sure you place him down very gently. There we go. Is he in? Yes. And what you can do is, oops, make sure everything's okay around the case. Obviously you don't want to be going around and breaking them. What you want to do is you want to bring this up, fold this down, fold that up, and there you have Crankcase yet again added to the deluxes. So yet again, as you can see, for the size difference, you can definitely tell there is a definite size difference in the waves of what Studio Series has actually become. It's just crazy how we had the window back in the day and now we have no window. It's just nuts when you compare to the older ones. And then we're going to move on to the Voyagers now, so we're actually going to do Rhinox first. So yet again, if I just grab a case right here, I believe this is the right one. This one's a little bit bent, but it doesn't matter, you can obviously rearrange. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be very, very gentle, placing him in like that. There we go, fits perfectly. Get in, come on. Well, big wins here on the channel, and I hope this is definitely helping you guys out as well. Yet again, we'll just seal him off right here. I'm going to seal him off like so, and then what we can do is, there we go, there is Voyager Rhinox added to the sealed collection. And I am so upset that I actually didn't get this signed by David Sobolov. Obviously I do have my battle trap signed by Mr. Sobolov, but it would have been really, really cool if this figure came out. I believe it came out a week or maybe so later in stores. Obviously it got announced a long time ago, but it actually hit stores and actually came available a couple of weeks or a week after I actually met Mr. Sobolov. And obviously he actually didn't have any lines in the movie, but obviously he did officially voice Rhinox in the film, and he's actually casted, so I'm actually pretty gutted. He actually did was willing actually to sign more than one thing, so it would have been really cool if I could have had this signed as well. But it is what it is. There could be maybe a next time. And then finally, for the Voyagers, we have Ironide, and I am very, very excited to add Ironide to the sealed collection. Yep, there we go, he's dusted. Just double checking. We can add Ironide into his plastic casing. Nobody can touch him now. I am definitely free of any panic, because as people know, this Ironide figure is just extremely rare. It's unbelievable. There we go, put him in. Don't play up with me because the camera's on. There we go, there we go. Put this on here as well, and there we go. There is Ironide all sealed up in his box, and I'm just absolutely buzzing that I've got Ironide now in a plastic casing, all freed up. As you can see, he's in immaculate condition. I actually did pick this up, as mentioned, at TF Nation, so that's incredible. So I'm actually going to put him right there with Rhinox. There we go. And then finally, for the leader class, and I've actually been waiting for this for a long time, and this is probably my most anticipated leader class of the year, and that was Studio Series Optimus Primal. So what we can do now is actually put him in a case, and I've actually never put a leader class in the cases. I've actually got a lot over there as I've just ordered them. So here we go, I've actually got a lot of leader classes. There we go. Oh, he's stuck. There we go. And there is Optimus Primal, yet again added to the sealed collection. I am so buzzing that I've got this yet again in a sealed case. It's just a really, really nice feeling. And then finally, to end off today's video, we have Universal Studios Transformers The Ride Megatron, and yet again we will add him to his case. And as mentioned earlier, this is obviously a bigger box, so I've not yet handled the leader classes. There we go, no doubt in mind. And then obviously we can just bring this down here like so, fold this up, fold that up, make sure everything's nice and situated here. And there we go. There we have Universal Studios, Transformers The Ride, Megatron, yet again, in his case. And I'm just so happy that I've got this. Oh man, it's so nice to get a figure in its case. You know, it's man, it's just a fantastic feeling. And that pretty much does it. So obviously we have Megatron in his case. We have Optimus Primal now in his case. We obviously have Rhinox in his case. We have Ironhide in his case. We have Mirage in his case. Crankcase in his case. And then finally, we have Core Class Laserbeak. In his case, I did add Noah not long ago, as I did have one left from my previous order. And that pretty much does it for today's video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and I hope this video helped you out a lot. Like I said, I will leave Deflector DC's link down below in the description. They do post international as well, so if anybody wants to pick them up, if they do collect sealed studio series, then I hope this definitely helped you out a lot. This is definitely a massive win when it comes to keeping your studio series sealed. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm probably going to go for an haircut now, but as always, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe as always, but for now, take care everyone.